Welcome to One Pot Meals with Kate, that's me. And today I am going to make chicken adobo. I was really inspired to make this dish because Kenny taught me everything that I know about Filipino cooking. And if you want to learn a little bit more about Kenny, check out our Things to Do in Champaign-Urbana video. I'll make sure we link to it. Adobo is a really popular Filipino dish, and it's one of the first dishes that Kenny taught me how to make. But he actually taught me how to make pork adobo, and today I'm going to make my version of chicken adobo. I've switched out a couple of the ingredients based on availability, but also personal preference. And today I'm going to make the chicken adobo in the slow cooker. You can definitely do this in a pot over a gas stove or an induction stove. It's personal preference, but since we've discovered the slow cooker, I can't seem to stop using it. In here, I've already put 1 tablespoon of unrefined cold pressed coconut oil, and I have this set on low so that it can melt. While that's melting, I'm going to get the chicken drumsticks out of the package and into the pot. So again, I have a package of organic chicken drumsticks. I have 6 drumsticks in here. I'm going to give my hand a wash. Oh, camera guy, I need support please. My water pump is off.
Oh boy, here we go.
We only have partial hookups right now, so I forgot to turn the water pump on. Instead of chicken drumsticks, you can use chicken thighs. You can use a whole chicken that's been cut up, really up to personal preference. Again, I'm leaving the bones in because I do like the additional flavor that adds to the dish. I am going to sprinkle a little bit of salt. Unfortunately, I don't have any raw garlic at the moment. I'm going to use a granulated garlic instead. Next, I'll add some black pepper. Double check and make sure I open the right end. Black pepper is a personal preference. If you prefer, you can do white pepper, mixed pepper, or skip the pepper altogether. Next, I'm going to add 2 bay leaves. Grab my gluten-free soy sauce. I'm drizzling in about 1/4 cup, maybe less. Next, I have my organic, raw, unfiltered apple cider. I like to shake it up so it's evenly distributed before I pour it in. This dish is all about vinegar, and don't be afraid to dump a lot in. I'm probably going to go for about 1/2 cup. Something about apple cider vinegar and soy sauce mixed together, it smells so good. So I've got most of the ingredients in. Last but not least, I'm going to cut up an onion. Now if you don't have an onion, you don't need to put it in. It's not something that typically goes in the dish. I'm adding an onion for personal preference. I really enjoy the flavor, but also chunks of onion. Give that a rough chop. Just break that into the pot. And it's that simple. I'm going to put the lid on, leave this on low, let it cook for a few hours, and check back in. There are very specific vinegars and soy sauces that you can pick up for Filipino cooking. That's what Kenny used when he taught me how to make adobo. I prefer the organic, raw apple cider vinegar and the gluten-free soy sauce. It's purely personal preference, but if you would prefer to use the Filipino vinegar and soy sauce, feel free to substitute that in. Now that the chicken adobo is cooking, I wanted to take a few minutes and show you a video of Kenny teaching me how to make lumpia. We had a Filipino feast at his house when we visited him in Champaign, Illinois, and it was so much fun to learn how to make one of my favorite Filipino appetizers. I hope you enjoy the video. Cheers!
So what are you guys doing?
We're making lumpias. They're Filipino egg rolls, and this one is filled with ground pork, cilantro, onion, and a couple of little special seasonings from Kenny's awesome kitchen. And now I'm rolling them. I've actually never made these before, and this is my first time. So according to Kenny, the key to rolling a good lumpia is making sure it's airtight, and you want to make sure it's not too thick, otherwise it's not going to cook. You gotta get some water to seal. And that's a lumpia, Filipino egg roll. It's delicious. It's one of my favorite things to have. And we're gonna be rolling up about 25 of these tonight. Kenny taught me everything I know about Filipino food. I've learned to make adobo, sinigang, bistec, and now I know how to make lumpia. We just finished wrapping up 25 lumpias, and now these are gonna go in the freezer for 10 minutes before we deep fry them to a golden, crispy, delicious. I hope you enjoyed the lumpia video. I really wish I had some right now to go with our chicken adobo. I will say, I ended up turning the crock pot to high instead of leaving it on low. So it's been cooking on high for just over 2 hours. I'm gonna take a look, take a taste, and see if we need to make any adjustments. Oh, I love the smell of cooked vinegar. It's just so good. I'm gonna give this a good mix. There's a lot of broth. And the onion's cooking nicely. The chicken is very tender. It's salty, it's tangy, it's perfect, exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not gonna make any adjustments. I'll go ahead and set this on low and let it cook for another hour, and then we'll have it over some rice. Okay, it's been about an hour. We've got half a bottle of wine left that we're saving to go with our chicken adobo. And since the chicken is so tender, I've decided that this time I'll make the effort and take the bone out. So I'm just gonna fish out one drumstick at a time, put it in my bowl. Be careful, the bone is hot, so make sure you protect your fingers. See how tender that meat is? I'm just gonna break it apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Once you've deboned the chicken, just put the meat back in and work on the next one. So the chicken adobo is all done. I'm gonna turn the crock pot off. I know I said we were gonna serve this over rice, but one of us forgot to make the rice. We're just gonna eat this straight. But if you have rice, feel free to serve it over rice or maybe some boiled potatoes, whatever you feel like having it with. And since I deboned the chicken, I can just scoop this up and serve it in a little bowl. Kenny, if you're watching, I hope I made you proud. And there we have it. Oh, yummy. That is so good. The chicken is so tender, it just melts in my mouth. The onion adds a nice texture, and I love the tanginess in this broth. So good. Now, if you don't like vinegar, it's probably not the best dish for you, but you could always balance out the vinegar by adding less and maybe adding some stock or a little bit more soy sauce. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you make the chicken adobo, I'd love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.